Hi, welcome to Round Glass. I'm Jyothi Shyamsunder, and I'm honored to be your guide today, live from India. Today we're going to talk about something very, very important. I was wondering, have you ever noticed these different weather patterns in nature? Like sometimes there is summer, there is winter, sometimes it's raining. And have you noticed an important reality here? That the weather changes, it doesn't remain the same. Every weather is impermanent, one changes into another. Well, this is another important thing the Buddha taught, the knowledge of impermanence in order to reduce our suffering or stress. But how is it related to the Four Noble Truths we've been talking about in this series? Well, I will talk more about it soon. But before we begin, let's center and calm ourselves for a couple of minutes. So, all you need to do is just follow my instructions for the next few minutes. Yeah. So, let's get into a comfortable posture, keeping our back and our neck straight but still relaxed. Making sure your feet is on the floor, your hands on the sides of your body or as you feel it's okay. Gently closing your eyes. And just sitting in silence for some time. And giving permission for everything around you and inside of you. That is, you may be feeling something, some thoughts may be coming and going. You may not be liking something that's happening around you. Let everything come and go, all feelings, thoughts, your experiences. You just sit there calmly, quietly. Just letting everything be what it is, not trying to change anything. honoring silence, honoring whatever that you're experiencing and letting it be. Gently opening your eyes. I hope you're feeling much calmer. There was a lot of noise around my area. So, but this is the true practice, right? Of being calm and quiet, even when things are unpleasant around you. All right. So, in this series, if you have been through my last one or two sessions, we have been talking about the Four Noble Truths the great master, the Buddha, realized and shared. If you haven't watched my previous two videos, I would highly recommend to go and watch that so that you will better understand what I'm talking about in today's session. So, I want to repeat the Four Noble Truths the Buddha taught. He realized that stress will always be there, suffering will always be there. We can't run away from it, right? And there is a cause for this kind of suffering or stress we feel that is anger, disappointment, or anything else. There is a cause for this suffering, and the cause for this kind of suffering is the way we react to things, the way we react to external things or our feelings or our thoughts. And the way we react to these things is through craving or aversion. That is, we either like something too much or we dislike something too much. Like two ends of a spectrum, right? So there's like extreme ends. And this kind of reaction comes simply because we do not know how things truly are. What do I mean by that? Well, the true nature of things is to come and go. Whether it's a thought, an experience, or a situation, it comes and goes, just like the weather. It's impermanent. Maybe one experience changes into something else. Right? So, for example, this moment, you may be feeling a little sad, but in some time that may change into feeling happy or feeling anger, right? So we react to these different frames of mind, of different experiences with dislike or like extreme reactions. So it is important to become aware of this true nature of things changing, right? This is what the great master taught. So, how is it connected to our suffering? How can I observe this kind of impermanence, right? Let's do that right now, right? So, all you need to do is just follow my instructions for the next couple of minutes. And I will guide you on how to observe, simply observe how things change, right? All right, so let's get into a comfortable posture, keeping your back and your neck straight but still relaxed. Gently closing your eyes. Making sure your feet is on the floor, your hands on the sides of your body or resting on the lap. And maybe taking 2 or 3 deep breaths. Breathing in slowly from the tummy through the chest and breathing out. Giving permission for any stress or strain to leave your body. Sitting in silence for a bit. And I want you to just sit there calmly and quietly and let the mind do what it wants to. Maybe it wants to focus on a couple of thoughts right now, and then it may go off to a sound, or it may sense something in the body. Let it do what it wants to. You just sit there and become aware. Simply notice of what all the mind does. Just sitting quietly and calmly and letting the mind do what it wants to. And from this space of quietness, calmness, see if you can become aware of any sounds that you can hear around you. It's an easy, relaxed awareness, relaxed attention. And as you observe these sounds or listen to these sounds, I also want you to notice how the sounds change. One sound comes and goes, and you hear something else, and again there is something else. I want you to also notice this impermanence in the nature of sounds. They come and go, come and go, come and go. Sometimes you may enjoy a sound. Sometimes you may not like a sound. That's okay. Let that also happen. Let that like or dislike also happen. But you can always come back to listening to sounds just as sounds. The nature of impermanence, of sounds coming and going, a law of nature. And now I want you to turn your attention or awareness to simply noticing your different thoughts, feelings that come and go. Just notice that. You can also do this practice by keeping your eyes half open and looking at a point on the floor, like the way I am. Just notice how different things come into your mind. They come and go. Sometimes a memory may stay for a little longer, but that too shall pass and something else comes in place of that. Just observe how the mind focuses on different things and you experience impermanence this way. Whatever you experience, a thought, a feeling, an image, kind of your entire experience in this moment, how you're feeling. Let that all come and go on its own. Experience that fully. Live through that. And now I want you to bring your attention to your body and notice, is there any kind of comfort or discomfort or sensation that you're feeling anywhere? Maybe some kind of pain, numbness, or you can listen to your heartbeat, feeling of heat, anything. It's okay if you're not noticing anything. Just remain calm and quiet. But if you are sensing, noticing something physically, also notice how even that physical sensation of heat, pain, may be there for some time and goes away, or that pain becomes something else, right? With this knowledge of impermanence, the true nature of things is to change. You can gently open your eyes. So, did you observe? Did you observe how a sound comes and goes, or one thought comes and goes, and there is something else, or this feeling of anger came, stayed, and that went, and something else. You felt happy, you felt sad, or you didn't feel anything. That's fine too. This is impermanence. So, if you remember going back to the second noble truth, the universal truth, the Buddha said that we cause our own suffering by reacting with aversion or craving to things which are impermanent, right? So, what I want you to do is, in order to understand this deeply, during this week, I want you to observe yourself. For example, catch yourself feeling angry or feeling disappointed or feeling too tempted to overeat, right? Or overdo something. Catch yourself during that time and bring your attention to how you're feeling. Notice your feelings. The mind may wander, but keep coming back. Notice how feelings change, how sensations in the body, sensation of anger in the body, that also changes after some time. Experiment for yourself, right? Thank you so much for sharing this time together. Please continue to explore meditations with us. Check out our daily live meditations at round.glass or on our app. I'll be back next week for yet another beautiful teaching on what the Great Master taught. Bye bye.